Welcome back to Ravenport on Farming Simulator 19 for episode 27 with me, MrSealyp. I'm on the last parts of field 4. Got to line this up. I've said this so many times before, I'm not great at the in-cab harvesting. But it's not too bad, right? Okay, so yeah, just a tiny little bit of this left. Then we'll sell the last of it. I think I've got 20,000 litres already in the trailer. So if I get out of this, another 3 maybe 3,000 litres. And that'll give us our amount for the moment. This is going to be field 4. It's going to be cultivated, I think. The seed I bought in the end of the last episode. Thinking of that. While I've got cruise control and stuff on. Let's check my my tablet, as it were. I bought... Where are we? The Great Plains. No, that's not a direct drill, is it? Ah, that's the other reason why the Condor's a bit more expensive as well, isn't it? You don't have to cultivate or plough. So I'm going to have to cultivate field 4. And I'm going to need a different... Just so realised, haven't I? What a twit. I was going to put cotton in it, and that doesn't do cotton. Yay! Never mind. So I can lease one. I'm going to stick cotton in this one, simply as a test, because this is supposed to be bigger. I think this is bigger than field 11 that I had. So what I'm going to do is do a cotton harvest in it, and we'll see what we get off of it. If it's more than field 11, then we know it's bigger than field 11. I mean, yes, I can go in and I can, in the contracts, check hectares and all that kind of thing. But because I own this field now, I can't check contracts for the hectares of this field because I own it now. So there won't be any contracts on it. Field 11 I could. There's probably some other way of doing it. I love the way you can see that draper belt going. Look at that. Cool. So yeah, this is nearly done. I've got fertilising going on field 7, which is just across the ridge there where the canyon runs, where the river runs down. That's worth about 14 grand, I think it is. Just check that. That's active. Yeah, 14,000. I've got a few other contracts. There's a harvesting one there for corn, which would mean leasing a corn header because I don't have a corn header yet either. So that's going to be something else to buy. Another fertilising job there. I've got a few more transport jobs popping up as well. Fertilising on field 23. They're only very small fields. A couple of sowing ones on those small fields too. So we are in the market for a new tractor in this episode. And as you've probably already seen, well, you have already seen from the thumbnail. That's the trouble with thumbnails, isn't it? Thumbnails and little slogans and stuff like that. There we go. That's it. Kind of give the game away, but that's what we're going to be purchasing at some point. You should have. I assume you've already got it by now. Right. Let's open that pipe up. Cool. Can just about see it. Let's swing that round without hitting the header. If I can. Match over the trailer or not? I don't think so. Might swing a bit tighter then. There we go. Cool. So yeah, a few bits to do. I need to ride my second horse, Tiberius, to get that up to its 100%. I mean, to be fair, I could sell that horse now. Both of those horses now, and I've made a profit. They cost me 5,000 each, and I've had them, what, 3 days now? Something like that. Where did I put the header trailer? Bottom of the field. Yeah, if we check in the menu for that as well. Chickens are doing alright. We're up to 79 of each. I think I only bought 75, didn't I? Yeah. So we've had, 4 of each extra. We are... I'm trying to work out how many litres does each box hold. I'm not entirely sure. Someone out there will know. I could look it up and find out. But they're all doing all right. Yeah. So price wise, yeah, 12,875. They cost me £5 each. So once I'd put the oats in and all the bits and bobs to keep them going, the hay I had, the oats I went and got, and you know. So I've made so far 7,875 on each one. That's over 15 grand already, and all I've had to do is ride them. You know, 5 minutes each day. Yes, if you've got 20 horses, that becomes a real pain. I know people are desperately crying out for a horse helper mod and that kind of thing, but you can make good money just on 2 or 3 horses. If I sold them now, 15 grand profit for hardly any work, and then I could get a couple more. We've got 6,848 litres of milk. Milk is going for about 1,000. Was it 900? Best price. Oh no, hang on, that's weird. Why did I think that? 1,3, 1,5, 1,6, 1,5. They are going up. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh wait, so I've got a bit more in there. I want to get some more cows anyway. That's kind of the plan. Get some more cows in there too. So let's go and put this back on the header trailer, and then we'll come back. We'll grab the tractor. We'll go and sell the last of that. This is going to need a bit of maintenance, the header and the harvester, and a bit of a wash. So this will go back to the farm for the time being. I need to get the cultivator out here. Now, I made a bit of a mistake, and to be fair, I haven't actually, after I posted my video yesterday, I haven't been on and checked comments today yet. I'm filming this fairly early in the morning. The dog woke me up and needing to go out, so I think I left it around another way, didn't I? So I haven't been on and done the comments yet, so people may have commented already. I said the case 7250 was 280 horsepower, it's 261. So when I was looking at different tractors off screen yesterday, I was trying to find a case that would be compatible or comparable, or an increase really was what I was looking for, without going high up to the Magnum and stuff like that. Realistically, that case 7250 is a phenomenal bit of kit. The horsepower you get for, wait on, where's the central bar? It's that one there, isn't it? I'm trying to read this right. It's that one. It's incredible. You know, if I went for an Optum, a Maxim is smaller. If I went for an Optum, it's 313 horsepower. So yes, it would be an increase, but not a massive one. Let's drop that down about there. That's not perfect, but it'll do. So I'd have to go much, much bigger, which is really, really expensive. Is there a car behind me? Probably. What a stupid place to pull up right behind me. Right, where's the actual arm? So I was looking at other alternatives. It needs to be something that can pull the bigger seeder with no problem. Contract on field 7 is finished. Cool. Mirrors. I'm going to have to do this from outside, I think. Oh, forgot I had that open. It's gone way too far past. Close that. So yeah, my kind of search for a larger case tractor is proving tricky. So I think I'm not going to go with a case. And I think I'm not even going to get rid of the one I've got. I might just get another tractor. That's probably what I'm going to aim for. Like I say, if we go, we'll have a look. I mean, you'd like to say, you know what tractors are available, but if we scroll across here, no cases in the small tractor one. There is the 1455, which is the mod. I say the mod, the ported over one. I haven't got that downloaded or installed yet. But there we go. That's the 7200, 98 grand, and that goes up to 261 horsepower. The next one's the Maxim, which only maxes out 175, I think, isn't it? 175 horsepower, which is smaller. Not really much good if I want to improve my horsepower. If I go up to the Puma, That's 188 grand. We're starting to get quite expensive. That one goes to 270, which is only 10 horsepower, well, only 9 horsepower more than the 7250. And then we're into the larger tractors. The Case Optum, 313 is what that goes up to. So again, that's only 40, 50 horsepower more, isn't it? 52 horsepower more, which it's a lot of horsepower, 52 horsepower, don't get me wrong. But that's still not really enough. I think that seeder requires 280 horsepower, so it doesn't give you a lot of leeway. So I'm you know, and that comes in at 252, isn't it? Whoa, no. Oh, so I tried to zoom in and press and no, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's a fair bit of money for not a huge horsepower increase. And then we move up and we're into the big boy territory with the Magnum, and then you know, yeah, that goes up to, was it 435? Yeah, 435. But you're looking at, you know, big money then. So plus I want to try, I definitely need a tractor with front loader. I suppose I could buy, I've already got the telehandler, I could buy something in the telehandler market, I guess, but you know, I don't know, it's yeah, dilemmas. So for the time being, park that up there. That'll get moved back. Oh yeah, contract was finished, wasn't it? 14,000. Collect on that. I don't want to do baling contracts because the grass always comes in handy. Just trying to think of something I can get going fairly quickly without needing a huge amount of input. Yeah, baling, don't want that. Harvesting, another one that's going to need a corn header. Maybe I need to invest in a corn header as well. I'll get onto that in a minute. They're not going to disappear all of a sudden. Right. Great demand at the sawmill. Let's just have a look, shall we? What is this great demand you speak of? 327 for wood chips. Is that good? I don't know what it was before. Probably is. It's one of those things. I was talking to CLEG, my daughter, who also plays the game, the other day about the kind of the process you go through when you're making videos or a let's play and that kind of thing. And you want to show the progress in the farm. You want to show it as a kind of, you know, I want to see progress. I kind of try to make my videos based upon the premise of what would I want to watch? What do I want to know? You know, when you get invested in somebody's Let's Play series, you want to see that progression. You want to know what's going to happen in the next episode. You know, do they make a profit? Will they, you know, buy a new field? Are they going to get new vehicles? You know, all that kind of thing, which is what people kind of look for. But you know, people are also looking for people using new machinery, new mods, using them in different ways. They want to see a wide range of equipment. They want to see a wide range of jobs being done. And the one thing I feel a little bit remiss on, and I did a tiny bit right very early on, is forestry. And the problem is, yes, whilst there are a lot of trees on the map, on the two base game maps, then obviously Estancia Lepacho came along, there's not really a great... You can do forestry, but not what I would call proper forestry, you know what I mean? Like a proper forest. I'm surprised in a way, considering Giants went down the route of, you know, there was all the advertising stuff and all the things coming out about new releases, and there was that brilliant video on Komatsu when they went out to Komatsu and saw the vehicles being used and that kind of thing. Having pushed that and plugged that, to not put a forest in your two first base game maps seemed a bit odd to me. yes, you can use them, you can go out and you can cut down some trees, but I mean like proper forestry. There are guys out there that buy this game and love forestry. They'll do majority of their time. FDR login, those guys, you haven't seen them, go over and check out the channel. They produce mods as well, they make their own mods and various different bits of equipment, and they just do forestry. Some phenomenal maps have come out from them on FS17, and I know 19 is going to be no exception. There's going to be some stuff coming our way. Oops. Don't want to get stuck on the tracks. I did that last time, didn't I? So yeah, it surprised me. You know, I just thought you'd have a forest somewhere on the map, even if it was only a small one, you know. And I know people say, well, just plant your own. Absolutely, I could use the planter, but that's what I'm saying. I feel a bit remiss in the fact I haven't really done. You know, there's always you might do greenhouses, and you get a little market garden up and running at some point in your Let's Play, or all those things will come, I suppose, as Let's Plays progress. So I assume this is still the best place to sell. I didn't even check, did I? Has the price dropped over time? No, still looking at 2,800. That's good. That hasn't fluctuated. So let's sell that. Oh, that's not bad, is it? It's 69 grand. Oh, I keep saying that the head-up display thing is great. It's kind of low visibility. It's in the corner. It's out the way. But the downside to it is reading it is almost impossible. At times, depending on what background you're on, it's a nightmare. Anyway, we've done all right out of that. Let's just put it that way. So we'll take the John Deere back. That's going to need a bit of maintenance. The trailer may well need a bit of maintenance. I don't, generally speaking, and I know this is, again, it's another one of those things I get asked quite a lot. If I go into this menu here and then go to garage by pressing triangle, if I scroll across each vehicle down at the bottom, I can look at it. Will come up and say whether it needs repair or not. I don't think I've got anything that needs repairing at the moment. And certain bits of machinery will start to degrade over time, and they will become less effective and all that kind of thing. But generally speaking, when I've used them for a job, whatever it might be, especially some of the bigger jobs on the bigger fields, when I go back past the store or back to the farm, I will automatically repair them. I don't generally wait until they're in such poor repair that I notice them degrading. I will, generally speaking, like now the tractor is showing down the bottom right that it's a little bit down on that green bar. Now, yeah, that could come down and down and down and down, and it's not going to make a huge amount of difference to the performance on the tractor. Not huge. The fuel consumption may go up a bit or anything like that. But again, I suppose that's my OCD. I can't, when that starts to drop, I come back and think, you know what, I'm on my way back, going past the store or back to the farm, I'll repair it anyway. Now, I honestly don't know, and this is the other weird thing, with regard to trailers and stuff that need repair, and this may be a noob comment, it says it needs repair. What difference does it make to trailers? Do they not carry as much? Do they not unload properly? Do you lose crop out of them? What if they get into a bad state of repair, other than looking a bit unsightly, what difference will it make to trailers? Are they harder to pull? Does it slow down the tractor? Yeah, possibly. I suppose that could be one thing. I suppose mimicking seized wheel bearings, or I don't know what it could be. I guess it's that kind of, you would still need to do work and maintenance on your trailers. My point is, in real life you would, of course you would. But I guess in game I don't know what difference that will make. This isn't going to require a huge amount, I don't think. What do we need? 424. Let's say that's not to be ignored, because, and I have my dirt setting on low, so not off completely, because I do still allow the dirt. I'm not a dirt-free farm. But if I left that until that got way down, that would cost an absolute fortune. So I guess you might as well just do it when it needs doing. That's what I'm going with. I'm sticking with it. Now leave me alone. Right. I'll pull this over to one side for the time being. The seed is there. So it does give me more options. I haven't got to keep changing vehicles around. The more tractors I get. That does need to be moved out the way or moved over. Yeah, so I kind of disconnected all of this. That's not full yet. Because I was going to replace it, but I'm not now. And yeah, there was someone mentioned about. I know I'm doing a lot of talking. I kind of swing between episodes where I put in a load of time-lapse stuff and music and whatnot. Then when I get comments and people and stuff pops into my head, I then do lots of episodes where I'm talking all the time. I've had a lot of people saying about the drop in price of vehicles, and that even though you're constantly repairing them and maintaining them and keeping them in tip-top condition, the value plummets. And a few people have said, I don't understand why, it doesn't make sense, they wouldn't plummet that drastically in real life. But then another comment that was made, which I absolutely agree with, you've got to remember that all the stuff you do over the course of a game day, you're condensing, you know, it might only say you've got so many hours on your tractor, it might be 5 hours. You scale that up to real life, that might be 1,000 hours, 500 hours, whatever it might be. So in reality, if you've got a tractor that's done 2,000 hours, or you know, they've got a lot of time on them, so the value would be lower, I guess. You know, it's kind of scaling it all down. It's a microcosm of real life, isn't it? But anyway, that being said, we have got 556,000 in the bank. I'm sure you've probably all guessed it from the slogan and the silhouette. Mine's gone blank. Oh yeah. So skipping past all of these, and I've looked at various different ones, and I've looked at the prices, and I've taken some advice. You know who you are. Thank you. I do chat to various different people quite regularly. I'm going to go for the Big Bud. And it's another one of those, it's a kind of no-brainer vehicle, really. When you start getting to larger stuff, the Big Bud, especially the 450, 500 horsepower for 225,000. I mean, that's brilliant. Just amazing. You look at anything else that's 500 horsepower, I mean, you're looking at, where are we? The Fendt, that's 517, I guess. When you tune it right up. But if you look at that, let's say for example we do that, whoops, and I go to 1050, that's plus 38 grand, so that's 367,000 for 517 horsepower. Now don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal bit of kit. I love it. I really do like the Fendt 1000 series. It's got front loader attachment and stuff as well. Now the other thing that's just dawned on me, actually, hang on, I went for, didn't I, in my options, I went for a trailer attacher, didn't I? Oh, you genius, that was just complete luck. Because, obviously, the the Big Bud doesn't have a 3-point link on the back. Now, I'm going to get this with, oh, look at that. I'm getting it with wides because it looks awesome. So yeah, that's another 8 grand on top. That's still a brilliant, brilliant price for a 500 horsepower tractor. It looks good, sounds phenomenal. So that's our new tractor. Do I want to purchase 233? That's, I mean, come on. Looking at some of those smaller case tractors, they were more expensive than that. So, you know, yeah. Still got 323,000 in the bank. Ah, no, I've just realised. That's, yeah. Oh no, I knew there was a reason why. Oh, it doesn't matter, it will still do the jobs I want it to do. It will still pull bigger equipment. It just dawned on me. That means I can't have the front tank, because it doesn't have a front 3-point link, does it? So I've only got the seed that's in the back. That's still 5,800 litres though, isn't it? That will seem alright. That'll be fine. Let's move that. Mind you, maybe I could use this if I... Yeah, if I do a planter. For doing something like cotton or whatever. Oh yeah, because that's the thing, isn't it? That's not going to do the crop I want, isn't it? Oh dear, you know you have those brainwaves, think, oh brilliant, and then you stop and think, hang on a minute, that's not going to work, is it? I think what I'm going to start off with, let's start off with, I'm going to take the big bud down to the farm, I'm going to grab the cultivator, and I'm going to get this thing cultivating over on field 4. We'll worry about the seeding situation in a minute, but let's get that going first, because that's... Oh, look at it. It is so cool. Those wides are just such a nice addition. I believe the window situations were sorted out on this, on these. And this is another one of those kind of, you know, that one of those moments when I stop and think, when I started this Let's Play, I had, yeah, just one tractor, a trailer, and a plot of land. That's it. I'm now up to 4 tractors, and again, I've had to put a lot of hours in. You know, when I do my overnight work, and you see the amount of contracts I do overnight, that's a lot of hours put in. So, you know, yeah, whilst I haven't done magical, super speedy progress, it has been a lot of hours. I can't remember, when I last checked I was up to about 125 hours on this map, which isn't a lot compared to a lot of people. That said, I did all the overnight stuff since then, so I don't know what I'm up to now. Probably a lot more than that. Some episodes are absolutely bonkers. Oh no, that's 3 point. Why did I think that was trailed? I don't know why I thought it was trailed. Right, I'm going to need to get the trailed lifter, aren't I? Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. Let's have a look at these a second. I've got the Joker RT, which requires 360 horsepower. Gigant requires 400 horsepower, but now I've got 500. So you know what? I'm going to buy the Gigant. I know I haven't had the other one very long. Let's do a big upgrade, shall we? Because I can now. Yeah, you know what? Let's buy that. So money's dropped a fair bit. I'm going to head back and I'll pick that up and take that. And then I'll get another tractor down here to grab that. I'll get more money if I sell it. Oh, actually I could sell it just at the my little my shack, my workshop. Anyway, I'll see you over at field 4 in a minute. This didn't quite go to plan. Let's pretend for a minute I know what I'm doing. That would just, you know. It happens sometimes with the best will in the world. Yeah, so if you're new to the series, if you're new to the whole big bud thing, and you may be, you may not be, is the fact that it doesn't have a front 3-point linkage, because it's not really designed for that kind of thing. It's designed to be a big, powerful brute for pulling big, powerful bits of equipment. Things like, you know, rippers, cultivators, subsoilers, you know, big old seeders and all that kind of stuff. But on the back it's only got a trailer hitch. It doesn't have a 3-point linkage on the back. So if you look here, it's just a trailer hitch. So this one has got a trailer hitch, so that should be fine. You watch now, it won't even hook up. But if you do want to run something with a 3-point link on the back, like I say, this is only for people that are new to the game. You're new to the series, you might not know. I think it's in here. Please tell me they put it in here. They must have done. It's probably in miscellaneous. If it's not, I don't know where it's going to be. Oh, there you go. That's called the Trailed Lifter. Now, it was part of the Big Bud DLC that was on FS17. That's got a trailer hitch. Oh, we'll have a look. That's got a trailer hitch this end, which goes on the back of the Big Bud. And on the back of it, it's got a 3-point link. So you can actually take your Big Bud, which won't take 3-point link equipment, and you can make it take 3-point link equipment. So I could just get one of those, and then I can still hook up to the cultivator I've got. But if I'm going to upgrade, I've just got a much bigger tractor. I can run a much bigger cultivator. I might as well just do that. I'm going to get one of these at some point, because I'm going to at some point going to need to run some 3-point link equipment, I would imagine, off the back of it. But for the time being, there we go. We are scaling up rather rapidly. Let's do this. I need to get out of here before that car comes, otherwise I'm going to hit it with my equipment. And I need to turn that corner very quickly. The other beautiful thing about an articulated bud, it does actually turn pretty well. So this will give me more ploughing options as well, if I have to plough at any point. Let's get that lined up a little bit better, I think. Just over a tiny bit. We should be good to go. So what I will do is get the fertiliser over as well. I should have fertilised it first and then cultivated, and you know, I keep forgetting to do that too, but it really doesn't matter. I can fertilise in various different states. Actually, that being said, fertiliser. Let me have a quick look. What am I up to as far as cows go? How much fertiliser have I got? Manure, 13,000, and slurry 9,000. Not a huge amount, and in all honesty, that's going to go down. It will just disappear. I need a lot more cows to make that worthwhile. I've only got the small pen as well. Look at this. What I love, especially when now you've got the higher horsepower. This is that bit of the hill that it gradually gets steeper and steeper to this top corner. Everything I've used up to this point slows, that's just sped up. It's gone from 9 to 10. It's not had a problem pulling up that hill at all. What a beast. Cool, right, so next job then, get the other cultivator back and sold. Get the harvester back, get that repaired and sorted. I might even get some more cows, you know. That's not the worker doing that, by the way, that's me. Joker cultivator was a brilliant bit of kit. I really like it. I have upgraded fairly quickly with this. That's the way it goes, I suppose. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So, does it need any repair? Don't think it does. 65,184. What did it cost originally? 80, wasn't it? Let's have a look. What was it originally? It was under disc arrows, wasn't it? Yeah, 80. So I haven't taken too much of a hit on it. Could have been worse. So let's sell that. What are we back up to? 270. Okay. Cultivating is continuing on field 4, as you've seen. Oh, I don't know what to do now with regard to... We've just put a... I say a standard crop, not the other ones aren't standard crops, but... Let's have a look. What are my planter options here now then? Now I've got a bigger tractor as well. I've got the 450 horsepower of the John Deere as well. So I could go for a bigger one, couldn't I? That only requires 300, that's the biggest. That takes 9,000 litres and it'll do seed and fertiliser. I could do seed and fertiliser, couldn't I? That's a 12 metre. Haven't used that before. What's that cost to lease? 6,000. But if I'm putting cotton in the ground, I'm going to more than make that money back, aren't I? And that fertilises too. So you know what? Let's lease it. I haven't used it before. I've done it on contracts, but not me personally. Let's grab the John Deere. I'm going to hit that. It's new and we haven't used it yet, but that's going to come in incredibly handy when we do decide to do other crops on our own fields, but also for sowing contracts. For sowing contracts in the bigger fields, that thing is going to be a godsend. And that's the thing I've got to remember as well. I'm trying to remember that whilst I'm running my own farm and expanding my own farm, it is MrSealyp's farming services. So we are providing farming services to other farmers as well. So the fact we're getting bigger and better machinery is, again, that's kind of the point of what I was intending to do. Just cut that. I need to take a load of my machinery back to the farm again. I seem to be piling it all up here. Now, this, I've got some fertiliser here, but that's liquid, isn't it? Yeah. Right, okay. I don't know how much of each it takes, that's the problem. Let's open her up. Of course, a cool bit of kit as well. Right. I don't rightly know. Well, what we will do then, I think, let's go into big bags. So, seed big bags. I think, make life easier for myself. Let's get one of those, 2 of those. And let's start off with 1 fertiliser bag. I don't know what the combination is going to be. Let's grab the... That's going to be a cloudy day today. It's showing cloud on the weather. Okay. Why is that not filling up? You've got to be kidding me. I had a couple of people comment to me about this. Say the big bags won't fill up the seeders. Maybe it's only certain seeders. Trigger's not low, is it? What is going on? Oh. That's gonna be an issue. Considering I've just bought them. I wonder. Let's put that down. Okay. It won't let me drop the seed bag off now. There we go. Right, okay. This is a worry. But it will let me do it from the ground. What? That is bizarre. Limit low intake 1,600 litres. Okie dokie. How bizarre is that? Okay, so I wonder then whether it will take the fertiliser. It does actually mean though I'm going to need more than 1,600 litres to do the field, but whether or not this will now... Let's see if I need it. Whether it will take the fertiliser or I'll have to do that for the floor as well. Sorry about this, all this mucking around. I know a few people have asked and said they don't see me doing this often enough, filling up my seeders and fertiliser and all that kind of stuff, so, you know, I sort of thought I'd throw it in there. Does mean I might not actually get onto the seeding in this episode if this carries on, but... Will it take this or not? Let's see. How weird. Okay. Okay, right, well that's that bit done anyway. I may have to come back for seed, or what I could do is take another one of these bags on the front of this and drive up to the field with it, or put a couple on a trailer or something like that. Right, let's get this over there and get this done, shall we? Close that. Close that up. Start that up. Change that onto cotton. Beacons on. And let's get over there. Well, the big bud is all the way over there. Since we're making fairly light work of everything. Right, I've got this set on cotton. I don't know how far this seed's going to go. Just have to... Never noticed that before. The red knob is the red knob just to the on the left hand side of the steering wheel. If I go forward, press in drive forward, then it goes back to neutral. That's cool. Never noticed that before. Isn't that weird? All this time, and I never noticed. Let's line this up a little bit better. That's terrible. I'm way off on that corner. Let's come back a little bit. Try that again. That still doesn't seem right. No. Let's see how we get on, shall we? That'll do. Okay, this is going to take a little bit longer, but that's the biggest plant there is. Seeders are much bigger, but that's the widest plant we've got, so it's going to take a little while. I mean, to be fair, all the other planting, when I did field 11, I did the smaller one, didn't I? So, you know, I've got the big, so I don't really need those anymore. You can see the big bud over there finishing off. It's made fairly light work of this field, but then it would do, wouldn't it? It's got the oomph, it's got the width on that cultivator. And it does mean as well we're putting down seed and fertiliser. So when we look in the map, sorry, there we go, and zoom out a little bit. So we've got our cotton going down. If we go across now, growth, it should be growing. Fantastic. And then soil composition. Brilliant. Results. That's going to take a while. How are we getting on with the... Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And with all that, we have come to the end of another episode. It hasn't quite gone the way I thought it was going to go. I thought I'd get more done, that's for certain. I was going to ride the horse and all that kind of stuff. But we had problems because I mucked up with the big buds. Not in buying it, but with the cultivator, and then I bought a new one. Then the seeder wouldn't fill up with seed. And there was, a few issues. But anyway, we are now planting cotton into our field 4. The cultivating is nearly finished. The big bud just in the corner of the window. You can just see it there. Is almost finished, and we have come to the end of this one. There is loads more to do. I'm going to get more cows, etc, etc, and all sorts of things, but I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.